It may have had a different number on the screen. They're both good. That's Free Enterprise Society. You can call. We can talk about things. Or if you leave a message, or if you go to the website at freeenterprisesociety.com, freeenterprisesociety.com. You can also ask for, you can download a free information package. Has a lot of articles and a lot of books on this subject that I think you'll find very interesting. And you can start learning for yourself. I would just, this is not really what I intended on doing, and I'm sure Truman, this wasn't his plan. But me and him and many others have run into clashes with government agencies in one form or another, and then come out feeling kind of weird, well, that didn't really go very well. So we started looking at things and saying, well, how come, we were treated like this, and what does the law say about these things? And when you start studying things, it kind of becomes interesting. But okay, I got to finish this San Jose case if I can. But anyway, if you don't get on the stand and admit that you did nothing on April 15th, they have to prove
that you did.
Yeah, that you did. You can't really prove that you didn't do something anyway. That's proving a negative. They have to prove you committed a crime. And if you didn't get on the stand, and in this case, he didn't get on the stand, they couldn't do it. And the way they try to do is they put a person on the stand and says, I typed it on the computer, and he doesn't have a return on the computer. So you ask him, well, is there ever any mistakes on entering this stuff on the computer? Well, they can't say no. What do you do with the one after it's entered on the computer? Well, we shred it. Well, maybe is it possible you shred it before you typed it on the computer? Well, yes, they had to admit, yes, that could happen. And of course, we've heard of IRS agents flushing things down the toilet and different things because they're quota. They have so many things they have to go through all the time. It's a mess over there, probably the franchise tax board too. But the jury, even though they file returns, and even though they thought this person did not file returns, they said, well, the jury couldn't prove that he did not file, and they acquitted him, not guilty. And we've had a lot of wins like that. And it doesn't necessarily change the law when you have a jury verdict. So I'm just saying, when you stand up to them, instead of just jump when they say jump, we can start winning and working together through groups like Free Enterprise Society. There's other ones. There's a lot of gun groups and different things. But we can have a lot of success and kind of help keep this country free. Because I'll tell you something, this Constitution that I talked about there is so important. It is not really, it's not written for the government officials. It's written for you, for the Americans.
That's correct.
American people have all the power if they take it. They just don't even know they have it. I even talked to police officers and go, do you maintain my rights? Do you help maintain my rights? And they all think they think they do because of their training. But I say, you're not maintaining my rights because you don't know what my rights are. That kind of makes them mad. But then I give them a Constitution and they can go read about it. Because I don't think for most Americans, they've never seen one before in their lives. I was at a hotel in Sacramento. How much time we got?
We're doing all right.
And we were setting up for a big meeting up there, and some business guys, I don't know what they did, came in. 3 of them came in from the next room that they were already set up. That happens a lot. And they were asking me what's going on. And I told them, about the Constitution and the income tax and different things. And I gave them a pocket Constitution. And they were walking down the hall, and I heard the one guy said, that guy's a communist. Talking about me. I'm the first person that ever gave me the United States Constitution. I'm the communist. And there's a lot of ignorance out there, and that ignorance is being taken advantage of. Yeah. And you and everybody who wants to can overcome a lot of that ignorance, and that'll overcome your fear, by the way. Fear, if you have more knowledge, the fear starts to go away.
That's true. People might wondering why you and I are doing this kind of thing. Well, we've been involved in it for a long time. And it's payback time to try to correct some of the inequities that are going on in our education system by educating. This is an educational program. And we're not going to tell you how to vote. We're not going to tell you what you should do. But we're going to point you to a reasonable area of research that you can do without having to live down to the law library or things like that. We can provide through the free enterprise system the information you need for what you want to do to stand up to these people. But I have to give you the caveat. It's not easy. It's hard. You run into people that say, oh, you can't do that. Well, can't. My grandmother told me can't never did anything. And that's why I'm on this station right now, is to with the people that I know, the research I've done, and that other people are doing. We're going to present to you in a manner that you can use to better your life, which is, like John Castle said, what I read every time. Information and education is power, and the power is in you if you want to exercise it. So stay tuned. We're going to present some pretty earth-shattering things here compared to what most people think, especially on the driver's license issue, the property issue, who owns what. When you get a certificate of title from the DMV, does that mean you own it? No. Look at the words. Certificate of title. That's not title. The title is the manufacturer's certificate of authenticity or manufacture. Who has that? The state. We'll go on to it, into that, not right now. But we're getting close to winding up here. How much time have we got left from the control room there? I hear the music coming on, and I guess that means that I'm going to have to wrap up for this evening. If you like our format and topics, let us know. Tell others. Time's up. Thanks to Steve for our views. Thanks, you ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week, same time and stations. Talk Radio, 1680 AM, and TV, channel 32.3. Truman Segler for Personalities in the News. Good night.
And at this moment, hours after witnesses say a gunman with a long gun started shooting in the parking lot outside a Walmart in El Paso, Texas.
We have 20 confirmed fatalities, and we have 26 wounded.
El Paso Police Chief Greg Allen. There's also a 21-year-old suspected gunman in custody to be charged with murder, says the police chief, a white male from Allen, Texas, and something